Ooh, I cannot wait for my bigger days, my big days, because I'm not gonna be like the way I am now. Bang. Ooh, I can't wait for my big days to come because I can admit living in poverty, ooh, has been brought a big toll on me. And also, living in poverty is like a sad story that I have went through in my past. Not only that, like like other people, I might have did some stuff that I should never did at Washington State, which means I remember going to take something from the 7-Eleven, walking out the store with it, and almost sucker punched the clerk, and then just walk on with it. I remember that. I remember laying out down on the ground in Puyallup, Los Angeles, Florida, staying in shelters, and I remember all of this. I remember coming growing up playing ball with my brothers, and I remember growing up having a big dream. I remember all this now. Laying out on the grass looking up at the stars with my brother. I remember this. And not, that was somewhat rich, a little bit, somewhat rich. But the poverty part was we managed. We managed to make a living. When I was a kid coming up. Even though we didn't have much money like that, we managed. My mom, she paid the bills to the house, been the man and the woman of the house. Even though we was only kids. And not only that, but living the way we was living, we had fun doing what we do. Not only that, even though we was living in poverty, things is different now. Things are totally different from the past. You know the reason why? Because since me and my brother split it up from a while back, than the way we used to do, we're still somewhere living better than the other. But it's just me, I done went totally out of it. That's the reason why. Because I done did something to bring myself out of poverty. Which means I literally wrote a big budget screenplay. See, when I was a teenager and a child, I had a type of talent for the arts, but I was drawing. I was like drawing with somewhat painting. And not only that, I had multiple of talents that was coming up in my mind, and it still come up in my mind now today. But ever since Los Angeles, even though I was homeless, living in poverty, I still went into the library, got on the computer, writing screenplays and stuff. But some of that my screenplay got thrown away because They said one house I was trespassing in a long time ago. When the house really was turning over to me. See, these are my days of living in poverty in the city and in the country of Arkansas. But as I was written in screenplays, I was still in poverty. I was still literally in poverty. But I can say nowadays, I'm coming out of poverty. I'm literally coming out of poverty. Why? Because I'm starting to deal with Hollywood, got my own company, and I'm planning on to have more companies later on in my future. I'm starting stuff about my career to advance in my career. And I knew when I was in poverty that my career was going to take my down days and my down times. But because when I was living in poverty, I had sad times when I was living in poverty. But it seems like now, since I've written two big budget screenplays, that's what's bringing me out of poverty. Not only that, it is my talent that is bringing me out of poverty, and my success that I'm making in creating assets, and to boost myself up in life, to have that type of lifestyle that I really wanted to have, that I was dreaming about in my past. So therefore, let's say I done did something about my talent, and I'm going to continue to do something about my talent until I see them days that I always wanted to dream, them days that I always wanted to see, and what I was dreaming about in my past. Because the times now fantasizing about going to Hollywood, yeah, I was literally fantasizing about going to Hollywood. In my past, I wanted to see the big light, the spotlight, and that a lot of other people were saying. I actually did. But when I got older and did something about my talent, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm very smart. I'm very smart. I know what's to come. And I'm talking about my future as a screenwriter and dealing with Hollywood. Those two movies, these movies that I'm writing, is big budget movies. And my company is bringing me up in life. I thank God for having this, and I thank God for helping me all of my life. Because on my days of poverty, I had a sad story. And this is only the beginning of me saying this right now, because I have many more to come, and I will be saying what I'm saying to people who's on screen when I'm talking, and they do interviewing me on TV and stuff. So this is my life, and this is what I'm finna be doing with my life. Love you guys.